We are in the Howard home, and today we have the privilege to speaking with Charles Marcellus Howard,
There you go.
better known as my grandfather Pap.
Right.
And we just gonna talk.
Okay.
And my daddy, Pap.
Right.
Which is
And
my daddy.
my grandson. The crowd thank you.
And
Let me see what I want to say. I'm glad you came. I want you to go get them twins and bring them back down. So I can see them.
Okay.
And I'm so glad you came. I hope you come back to the States for good. And hope you start raising those two grandkids of mine. I love them, boy. So just be careful and try to be the right way in there. They love you, baby. So they really love a kid. So I'm just proud of them. So just take care of your kids. That's all I ask you to do. Okay?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Good.
Take care of
So that's about all I have to say right now. I love you. God bless you, see? I'm praying for you every day, every night. So just continue to do what you're doing and keep a good works up. And for everything else, stay in touch with God. Please. Stay in touch with God. Because He's the only one who can help us anyway.
Yeah.
So He's brought me from a lot of my way. 96 years, you know, it's pretty good.
That is. Amen.
So I thank you, baby.
I have some questions for you if you don't mind. I have so many memories, Pap, of when I was a child of you coming over, and just really good memories like the camper, and you know, you coming over and you always had this mustache and you would kiss me on the cheek and it would prick me. Yeah, but that's a beautiful memory.
Yeah, I remember going there one day, I grabbed you up and down. You keep your head away from me. I remember it was yesterday, I tried to kiss you.
And I always could get a peppermint from y'all. Y'all always.
Yes, sir. And you remember how red and white band I had?
I do. I love the camper. Oh, man, that was so much fun because you can flip it and turn it to the bed from the two little seats. And we all be in there. Our kids, Johnny, you know, children, and Doobie. Oh, yeah, those were good times.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I wanted to talk to you about some of your memories and take it back way before my time. And you've been around for so much history.
Yeah,
you know, I could just imagine, you know, the wisdom and just the things that you've experienced. And I wanted to just kind of pick your brain and let you speak of some of your fond memories growing up.
You know, when I was growing up.
Did you want to sit down or you?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, my daddy got killed in 1947.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did?
Yeah, I finished high school.
Mhm.
He died in January. I finished high school in February.
Oh. How did he die?
Earth caved down. He was a plumber, see.
Uh-huh.
And he was laying lying down the street. And see, he was down below the surface of the earth, see.
Mm-hmm.
He drooped about 5 or 6 feet, they tell me, from where he was working. It was 2 levels of stuff from the main surface of the earth, see.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go down one step, then go another to reach him, see. So he was 3 by 3, about 8 or 10 feet from the surface of the earth, see.
Mm.
And he was down laying sewage for the city.
Mm.
And when seeing that year, but it was kind of a rainy season then, see.
Mm-hmm.
It rained this minute, quick, and then it rained again, you know, and it's kept that soil wet.
Mm.
And where it would move, you know, dirt moved quick when it started raining. You
Yeah,
know? And he was down this year, I don't know, because I had gone, yeah, he left home early, see. I had gone to school when he left. And I done went to school and came back home before he got on work, you know. And on that cave-in, I said it was around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon when that cave-in killed him, see. So I didn't get to see him at all until they brought him out and had him, you know, in a casket, see. And every night I laid up there waiting for my dad to come home from work. See, he was dead, but I couldn't.
How old were you?
Huh?
How old were you when this happened?
Oh, let me see. I guess I hadn't gotten. I just went into high school. I guess I was about 16.
Oh, okay.
Something
Wow.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause I done got ready to go into high school at that time.
Okay.
So I was around about 16.
Okay. And this was down in Tennessee?
Yes, in Tennessee.
And how many siblings did you have? Brothers and sisters?
I didn't have one brother.
One brother. Okay.
But I had a lot of cousins and things like
Okay.
that. But just one brother. And then I had my first cousin, she was a woman, Hinda Pulley. She was always around me, and she acted more like a big sister than she did her first cousin.
Yeah.
See, her mama raised my mamas.
Oh, okay.
My mama died. My mama's mama died early age. So this girl, Henry's mama raised mama and Henry. But mama was much older than Henry. And Henry wasn't too much older than Papa. So they always run around about the same age. Cause when my mama died, ain't allowed to take mama, cause she was old and all this stuff. I got the picture of my Aunt Larry and her mama at the house, I think, on the way. No, it's in that book.
Mm-hmm.
But mama wasn't on the scene at that time. Mama she was her baby sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she died when she was real small. And nowadays, I'm running around there. I tell you the truth, I was born in the house my daddy built.
Oh, you were born in the house your daddy built?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that was 1913.
1913. What day was you born?
Huh?
What's your birth date?
11/22/13.
Oh, November 22nd,
November
1913.
22nd, 1913.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the house that I was born in, he done built that house.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a real smart man. I just had to give him credit.
Yeah.
He was a plumber. He did all that stuff. But he come up. He had to be the head of his own family. He had his sister's family. And he just served as I don't know what you call it, dad over all of them, see?
Mm-hmm.
And my Aunt Ada was next to him, and he helped her a whole lot. But she had two girls too. That's my daddy.
Uh-huh.
Had two boys, see?
Right.
And Aunt Ada married early too. And the guy she married, he was, well,
I'm listening. Go
he
ahead.
doing pretty good, but he didn't have nothing. They, you hear him talk about the country, they lived back in the country, like, see. He wasn't in the city or town, see.
Mm-hmm.
So they lived out what they call Jones Bend Road.
Mm-hmm.
And they lived out on the country road. My auntie and her and the two girls. We lived in a little town called Paris.
Paris, Tennessee.
Paris, Tennessee.
Okay.
At that time, I imagine the population in Paris, I guess, would be about, I don't know, it wasn't too big. I guess around about, I'm just guessing, 'cause I don't know,
Right.
70-something thousand.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's a good sized little town.
Right.
Had a hospital, and they had all the governments run right there in Paris. It was the county seat of Henry County.
Mm-hmm.
See, in those down there, every county named, and every city was in that county, you know, and all like that. See,
Mm-hmm.
see, so we was in Henry County, but Paris was the county seat of that county. See,
Okay.
yeah, it was. See, 'cause it was the biggest city at that time in Henry County.
Mm.
Okay, you go further back, down further, where Jackson, Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
Memphis, Tennessee, all them places, they was little larger cities
Right.
and different counties, see.
Mm-hmm.
Each one had a different county, see. But I know about them, but I never was around. I went to Jackson, Tennessee, and went off to college down there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was Lane College where I went to in Jackson, Tennessee.
And what college did you go to?
Huh?
What college did you attend?
That's Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay. Okay.
It's a A, B, and B, BS college. See, you can get your Bachelor of Art or you can get your Bachelor of Science. See,
Okay.
you can get both of them at that college. That school. See.
And you got your degree there?
Yeah, I got my degree. Both my degrees came from Lane College.
Okay.
Then I
Okay.
got a degree from Milwaukee. I went to Milwaukee and got a degree in public speaking.
Oh, okay. Public speaking. So now your brother, he was an older brother. Was he a junior?
Oh, yeah, he's a little better man. But during this time, when my daddy got killed, my brother, he was grown, and he was out on his own, you know, like they do.
How much older was he than you? How much older?
3 years.
Okay.
3 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah, but he taking off. He kind of like Artie.
Oh, he was like Hardy.
Artie put me more in my brother than anybody I know. He run off, got married, didn't never have no kids.
No? No kids, huh?
I did fool around with some women, got some kids, but my brother just never had no kids.
Okay. So then you carried the name of the Howard.
I carried the Howard on, yeah.
Okay. So he was an Oscar, and he was a junior. Your father was an Oscar.
Right.
And then you had children.
I had an Oscar. My uncle had an Oscar. That was my daddy's brother.
Mhm.
You know, some of my cousins over in L.A. now.
Mhm.
And Oscar lives in Chicago. New York now.
Which Oscar is this now?
That's one of my cousins.
Oh, you're one of your cousins, Oscar. So there's a lot of Oscars.
Right,
So my dad, Oscar, was named after who? Your brother or after your dad?
My daddy.
Okay, so after my great grandfather.
Granddaddy, yeah.
Okay.
See, his name is Oscar Benjamin.
Right.
And so was Oscar Benjamin here.
Oh, how about your brother? What was his middle name?
His name was Oscar William.
Ah, okay.
He had Williams in his name.
Okay, so Oscar William Howard.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Okay. All right, that is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was childhood like in those times? I could imagine.
Charles, he was kind of a kid that's holler all the time. Anything, any little thing come up, he started hollering. It's easy to make cry until he got grown.
Mhm.
But all the other time, any of them could touch him, he started bah! Even Oscar could make him cry holler. And after that, he got out of that though.
Uh-huh.
And then, let me see, how did that come back? Yeah. But anyway, taking Charles as my first cousin. I've not told you about Uncle Hudson, ain't had it. Ain't ate it. See, that was next. Ain't ate him. My daddy ain't ate it.
Mhm.
Uncle Hudson ain't ate it, and God. See, so that's where that family ran down in my family life.
Okay.
My dad was first, Aunt Ada was next, Uncle Husher was next, and Uncle Carl was the baby son
Mhm.
of that family, see.
Mhm.
And Uncle Husher he went to World War One,
Mhm.
and he caught some kind of disease, and he died. That was Uncle Husher.
Okay. So.
World War One was
Mhm.
in France and over in that country over there.
Right.
But he came home with some kind of disease,
Oh wow.
and he died. But Uncle Carl, he was the baby son. He went down in Alabama and got all my cousins. They still were in L.A., some of them.
Mhm.
Some of them still in Alabama.
Oh, okay.
And some, I think, moved to New York.
So being born in 1913, being a child in the early 20s, age 7, 8, 9, what did you do for entertainment? You know, these days we got video games.
We had more entertainment. As a little country town, we played basketball, football, tennis. I used to be good in tennis, man.
Yeah, you was a tennis player, huh?
Yeah, I used to be good, man.
Never
and I
knew
could
that.
serve that ball so good. Man, yeah, we had all that sports stuff down there. Yeah.
How about at home when you were just hanging out with the family?
Well, it wasn't no family, because we were 2 boys. See?
Okay, I got you.
And my brother was 3 years older than me, and so he's out and gone.
Okay.
After I got out of high school, that nigga's I don't know where he was at that time.
Uh-huh.
So we just strayed away from one another.
Uh-huh.
I met a friend named Howard in East St. Louis after I got grown.
Mm-hmm.
And he was closer to me and my natural brother. My brother never just stayed around home too much.
Mm-hmm.
And Brother Howard, everybody thought Brother Howard, his name is B.T.
Mm-hmm.
He was closer to me and my natural brother, see.
Oh, wow.
That's right. And he come around, stayed around with me. And we belonged to the same lodge, same organization. But see, I went off to college, see.
Okay.
I went and joined a fraternity. I belong to the Omega fraternity, see.
Oh, okay.
So, I was in everything there, see, in college, see. And I got my, I belong to Omega, and I belong to Elks Club, you know. The Elks, you heard about the Elks, haven't you?
Yeah.
I belong to the Elks. I belong to the Omegas. That was a fraternity.
Oh, okay. So, I was gonna ask you about what was it? What was the atmosphere like? I could imagine. Did you What was it like in Paris, Tennessee, as far as dealing with white people? Did you experience a lot of racism? Was the Ku Klux Klan around? Or?
During that time, them people were in this area. See, white people acted up in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
In Paris, them people just recognize you and go on. They never did bother you or nothing like that. You didn't have to get off the street for them like some places out here.
Mm-hmm.
They spoke to you. You call them by name. And no missing yes and all that stuff.
Oh,
None of
okay.
that stuff was carried on.
So it was
In
relatively
my
pretty
early
good.
age, huh?
It was relatively pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but no. But see, during that time, black people know that the white men had everything just about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we had on black picture shows,
Oh,
on
okay.
barbershop, all that.
Right.
Because the white man had barbershops uptown. We had barbershops uptown too.
Oh, okay.
But the niggas cut the white people's hair, niggas cut black man's hair.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was all they were. And they both had barbershops right in the heart of town. Both shops. Doctors right there in the heart of town. Doctor's office right there. And right around the city. City courthouse, they had a big building they called us, where he kept records and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's the city hall. And I can explain everything. And my uncle, they had a big fire up department there too. And my cousin, I tell you, her daddy, he was a big old black nigga, but he was strong as a mule. And they had fire department, and they always put him the head of that thing, you know, the process that sprays fire.
Mm-hmm.
And if he wasn't there, they'd wait till he get there before they'd leave out with the fire department. Yeah, so his name was Riley Wright.
Riley Wright.
Riley Wright.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And he was a big man too. He's about 7, 8 feet. I know about 7 feet. He looked bigger than what I thought he was. You know. So he was about 7 feet, I guess, something like that.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, he was a big man. And let me tell you a story about me though. One day, they used to raise hogs, you know, big old hogs, and they'd name them different things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, he had a big hog farm down there, Uncle Riley did, and he had a big old hog there. He was a bull, he was a bull, what they call them things. Anyway, he got to be a big hog. I think he was about 8 feet long and 7 feet wide or something. He was a big hog. So one Sunday, my dad and them had a little store or two beside the house.
Uh-huh.
You know, black people always try to do more and get much. Because you could go, my dad could go down there and buy candy from where they shipped it in. And get a whole box of candy. And he'd open up a little store that had all kind of candy, chewing gum, and all that stuff. He had right beside the house. And they were making money too off of it. Oh, he'd go and get a package of chewing gum, package of candy, suckers and all that stuff. And he made good doing that too.
Okay.
And but I was going to tell you about that hog I was telling you about.
Oh, okay.
And he raised a big hog, they called him Dick. See? Yeah. It was a big hog. I mean, he was that big, 7, 8 feet long, see?
Mm-hmm.
From
Wow.
nose to the end of his tail. And they went out one Sunday measuring. But at that time, my dad and them had little stores, like I tell you. They sell candy and stuff like that, right beside the house. And everybody on Sunday, you know how people, they have somewhere to go, they come up there and sit down and talk, especially the old people. The kids was out there playing. So I went with them one Sunday, Uncle Riley and my daddy went to measure. The hog was named Dick, see. So they went down to measure old Dick. And I imagine he was 7 feet something. They had a big string. I mean, but they measured him by, see. And they give me the string after they got through measuring. So I come back to the house. A lot of people was in that place where I'm telling you, we had a little restaurant, right? I threw the string down on the floor and went all the way down. I said, look how long Uncle Riley's dick is. But people, they thought they were talking about, they didn't know I was talking about a hog. They thought you know how people is. My mom said, oh, my son said, but see, I was just telling them how long the hog was, I threw the phone, the string down where they had measured him, see.
Right.
But everybody got the wrong impression until they straightened them out.
Yeah. Pat, what's one of your most memorable in your childhood?
What?
What was something that you really remember? One of your most precious memories. What are one of your most memorable moments growing up as a child that you remember?
There's so many of them. I can't name one just special off.
Gotcha.
There's so many of them that I had. We had many of them. I remember I got a big whooping for doing something. Every day around about, I guess around about 10 o'clock. I was young, I was a little kid. And they tell me, I get out, I had neighbors all along the street, and there's a lady about 2 doors from where I live, Miss Mary, her name is Mary Dumas. And every day I would get down in my backyard and I get out there and start to hollering, I'm hungry now. Mama won't cook me. And I do that every day. They won't come at my house. She'd come up there and give me a jelly sandwich or something, And one day I did that. Mama come out there. Boy, she tore my butt up. I never did get out there no more after that. She tore me up. So I learned from that. Don't get out there and holler at nothing. So that was one of the memories of that I never shall forget. That's one of the memories. Well, I wasn't, I guess I was around about 3 or 4 years old, maybe 5. But I never did forget that. I never did forget that beating. And another thing I did, I never did forget no more either. That was one Christmas. My dad and them used to make wine and put it in the basement, see. And me and one of my friends, King Dunlap, I guess I was about, I would say around about 10, 11, something like that. I hadn't gotten to high school. And we went down there and we gonna taste my dad's wine, see. We got in there, we had blackberries, strawberry, we had all kinds of berries of wine down there. We gonna sample them all. We had big cat glasses down, big, water glasses. Boy, some terrible thing. We and King drank, I don't know how much of that wine. Because we tasting different ones, And then we got up in there and went to the show, picture show. On Christmas Day, too. That was so bad. Christmas Day. I don't know where my dad and them were, because we were doing, me and King was doing all that. I don't know where they were. They must have been up there in the store and wasn't paying us no attention. Most likely what happened. So they give us money to go to the show. You could go to the show, 10 cents, you can go anywhere and show, picture show wasn't too high then.
Right.
We, instead of going downstairs, they had upstairs for the blacks, go and sit upstairs, And that's where I messed up. So it was all back. See, I was up in the vacuum seat, and I vomit on some of the kids that just got their Christmas stuff. My dad was out of stuff. But the managers didn't know who it was. They sneaked me out of there after that all happened and carried me home. I don't know where my dad and mama were. But I went and got in their bed. And my dad and them let me stay in their bed all night. Next morning, man, that man got back. He didn't hit me. It's taking that tongue, man. He whipped the fool out of me with that tongue. I ain't never drank no more or nothing like that since. That's the truth. He whipped me with that tongue at the breakfast table. I never shall forget. And when that man got through with me, he ain't touched me. But boy, that tongue killed me, man. Yes, that tongue killed me.
Speaking of...
Yeah, I never did drink no more. I don't drink, haven't drank. You don't see me using no strong drinks now.
Right.
I tried to bring my kids up that way. But I never did drink.
Okay.
My brother, he got drunk and carried on like the fool. I never did drink. After that time, I got caught. I was a kid then.
Okay.
Remember that time you tried to drink? Remember that time you tried to drink when you was about 16 and you came home sick?
Right. Yeah, I couldn't drink.
What happened?
See, I don't know what happened to that, Oscar. See, I don't know what happened. Where did I go that day? I don't know what happened. But anyway, I come home sick as a dog. Never did drink no more that day. It's like after I had these kids there, I used to run a bunch. My nephew drank Sherrod. You remember Sherrod Askin?
Yeah, I remember.
Sherrod and his wife and all of them. They like to drink a lot. I used to hang around with them, but I never did drink nothing with them. They come to my house, bring pints, I some pints and pints of whiskey, and drink, we sat and play cards, all that. I never did do no drinking, no. Never did get drunk. Never did.
Boy, that rain keep coming.
That's my life, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's
I got a couple questions for you about your great grandchildren that came to visit you. You got to see my children, Jerea and Zasia, the twins, and they would come in there.
yeah, man, them guys, they couldn't keep them back at where I was.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they look up, they be up in
We
my
couldn't keep
room.
them out of there. We'd be in there. We'd make y'all get out here and leave Pap alone. We'd bring them back in here. And next thing I know, it's awful quiet. Where them guys at? If we go back there, they in there climbing on Pap,
Yeah,
climbing on
they come back
everything.
there.
Daddy done took everything. He had an arm full of stuff. And he done just tried to keep them from getting everything. So he's sitting up there with a bottle of grease in his lap and this and the books and whatever he had on just he had it in his lap because they was getting into everything.
Yeah, they get stuff off the chest.
And they would get on top of his walker and Drea would act like she pulling up, doing pull-ups. You know? Zasia would be trying to climb up the chair and get in his lap.
Oh, okay.
And every time we go in there, they was doing the same thing. And they knew they was wrong. As soon as they see you coming, they give you that look, you know.
Yeah.
And when they taking the picture with him, see, I had a fit, man. Yes, sir. And you know, most kids say to me anyway, and look like they just came to me. It's like they've been knowing me for years. And is it raining now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool.
I see
It's
it.
coming down good.
Well, let me know.
So, of all of the things you've seen happen from, radio and television to the internet, a black president.
See, when I know anything, they had one little radio, and they have radios too many places. You know, if they have fights or something, everybody go to one house to see the fights. When the TV came on, if they couldn't get to where a TV was, they'd get to the radios to hear, when all them guys were fighting back in the early 30s, 40s.
When they bumped Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, when they burned Pearl Harbor, when they burned Pearl Harbor, your mama wasn't even on. I don't mean your mama.
You mean Pete?
I mean Peach wasn't born. Because it's the day me and Valerie was living out on Central Avenue in East St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
We was renting we had a 4-room apartment, and her sister and her husband came over. We always had an extra bed anyway. So they just come stay with us from Saturday, Sunday, Monday. On time when Steve had to go back to work or something. And they all stayed around with us all the time. That was Valerine's other sister. That's what she had. All the rides, all the littles dead now. Every one of them. And the baby son died here last year. So that's the last of the rides. All of them dead.
Mm. So which one would you say is, if you can think of one or two, whatever your choice, of most memorable moments of
My
something
church.
that happened monument church?
What you said, church?
Oh, I would say, what is one of your greatest moments of something that occurred during your life that you've seen change, that you saw come into existence? What would you say was one of the biggest things that you've witnessed or got to be a part of?
I don't get what you asking.
Well, I guess you being born in 1913, you have seen a lot of different things come into existence that wasn't around.
Well,
And so I'm wondering what are some of the things that you
TV is one of them.
TV was one of the biggest ones for you.
Yeah.
What was it like when we first, did y'all get a TV when they came out?
Oh, well, see, TV wasn't put out everywhere at that time. See, TV, I think you see the picture of the TV, but you didn't have no TV then.
Oh, okay.
TV getting popular after late, I guess, the early 30s. They got where TV would be, where everybody had one in the house.
Right.
But they come out pretty good. Radio come out before TV did. See?
Right.
I remember we had one little radio, it's upright, and Mama had it in the living room. That was the first radio.
Right.
And then after that, the TVs come on later, see.
Right.
Radios come on, then the TVs. Of course, it was a good while. They had radios first. They actually got TVs. And then, when they started having them fights, and you had to go somewhere to see it, because everybody didn't have a TV, had the satellite where they could show you. It's like Joe Lewis and all of them was fighting. He lived way back years ago. I can remember back from 13, 14, 13, I was born. I can remember back as far as 19. And I don't know how far back I can remember now, but now my daughter, she can remember back when she was young. But I don't know. I can remember. Yes, I can. I remember when there used to be a bunch of us on Sunday evening would meet down in one of my cousin's house on Sunday evening, bunch of the boys. I guess it was about 10 of us. They call the place where we live on down Liable Street. That's what they call the area we lived in. Down on Liable Street. And most of the blacks lived around in that area. There was from Poplar Street to Peyton Hill. Was it Peyton Hill? No, it wasn't Peyton Hill. It's from Poplar Street to some kind of hill. See, there's often areas, see.
Right.
Then another place was, they called Black Bottom. That was down in the lower level of Tennessee. That's, down there what they call, but I don't know why they called it Black Bottom, but a lot of Negroes was down in that area. That's down below where my daddy got killed in that area, down in that area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so many black people living down there. See, and Paris was kind of a hitter like. They had Rita, Peyton Hill, Depot Hill, Jones, Ben, and all. They had all different kinds of names.
Did you ever think that you would see a black president of the United States of America?
No, I never did have that. So I know I wasn't going to see no black. And, you know, I would say it's true. After Martin King come along, you know, we started building hope, you know. Maybe we can get somebody. But, you know, Martin King opened up a lot of ways for the black man before they assassinated him, you know. But all the black leaders, if they got so far up, they kill them, see? Yeah, white man would kill them. See, and see what the white man do. He get a group. The Negroes, they still go and get the group together. They stand up one by one, sitting up. Won't come try to help the other one do nothing. See? And that's where the black man lost out. He never did try to get together with another black man and do them. I think during slavery time, they did more of that together than Negroes that was free did. So that's why it was so long getting what they got. Now, me and Peachton went down to one of the plantations in Virginia not long ago. I saw where they had slaves. See where they used to raise rice. See, they had them, but you raise rice in water, see. When rice goes in water, swamp, like. And that's where they had to see them at. So, God, we have been visit different places like that.
Well, that was definitely some interesting stuff, Pap. I appreciate you. Let me ask you questions. And,
okay, good.
This was definitely some interesting
Good.
All right.
Hey.
This has been a Howard production.
Good.